8 things I've learned from Lumen in rapid fire mode. First, tracking your meals with Lumen helps you realize how quickly calories add up and that even though you think you're doing great, you might be overeating. Next up, how much you can learn. And yes, taking measurements with this thing shows you a lot less you learn about your body, but it's so much more than that. The videos and all the different things they have in to educate you and let you learn things you can do, changes you can make, things you can implement. You can learn so much more so you can be more informed and make better decisions because you've learned. 3, people hate the subscription that comes with this thing, and I get it. I have to pay a monthly subscription to breathe through this thing and get some numbers. All right, here's my take. If that's all you're gonna do, you're just gonna breathe through this, you're gonna get some numbers off this, and that's it, it's probably not worth the subscription. Just being honest. But if you're gonna use the full solution, you're gonna learn, you're going to hold yourself accountable, you're gonna motivate yourself, and you're gonna do all the things that the platform allows you to do to be healthier across the board. It's a small fee to basically have a built-in nutritionist, accountability person, whatever, all these different things, all those people you go spend a fortune for, built into this little platform where you get to do it yourself. It's not that much money if you're really gonna use it. 4, it taught me that better health is not one big swing. We all know how we do it. We're human, we get motivated and we decide, we're gonna make this big change. We're gonna eliminate pot, we're gonna go on an extreme diet. We're gonna do something extreme and probably not stick to it. But when you start using Lumen, you realize that's more of a holistic change. It's a whole bunch of small things that you do just to have better health. Not an extreme diet, but a lot of little changes that come together. And this helps you learn about those, realize what you can do, and it all just comes together and helps you realize that big picture, and it's kind of special. Bonus item, if you use code LWT at checkout, you save some money. Hopefully that's worth a like and subscribe. Next up, Lumen is more accurate than you think. If you've ever watched my previous videos, you'll see that I almost always show measurements for myself of 2 or 3s. And when I was doing those videos, I was being healthy, I was making good decisions. Those seemed like very appropriate numbers for what I was doing, but it got me thinking, does it just tell you that? Does it just put numbers in that range and it's not necessarily really using this, or it's not that accurate? Well, recently we remodeled our house. We had no kitchen, no refrigerator, no stove, no ability to prepare food. And on top of that, my kids were having activities all over the place and we were on the go like crazy, which yes, means we were eating out a lot. But with all that eating out and not making the best decisions, I decided to try Lumen in the middle of that and see if it says 2 or 3, I no longer trust this thing. Well, it gave me a whole lot of 4s and 5s telling me you can do better. You're just living on sugar. So it made me realize it's more accurate than I think. I've tested a lot of products like Lumen, and while I think Lumen is great, it could help a lot of people, I'm not gonna tell you it's the only option out there. If you're a data nerd, you just wanna get granular and really see that data and get into the analytics side of things, yes, there are options that are gonna be more for you. I've been testing CGM options, and they're a lot like this as far as how they present data and learning opportunities and just bring the whole picture together. But they do it with more granular data. Now that does come at a higher price point, and that's where the comparison between those really differentiates. This allows you to get in a more affordable price point, and for a lot of people, this is probably more than enough, and the CGMs might just be too much. But if you really want to get into the data side of things, you just want to have a lot more information, those are worth checking out as well. So just be aware of your options. Another thing, personally, I don't care if you do or don't get the Lumen. I care that you get the right thing for you because we're all different. But I do want to learn. So in the comments down below, let me know what you love or hate about the Lumen because that would help me and others out. Thanks. I've also learned it's more motivational than you think. There's all the educational things you're doing and those weigh on you and you're like, oh, I'm learning things, I want to take advantage of it. There's also the measurements. And you know that when you make a bad decision, you go eat something that's just terrible for you, you get that sugary drink, you know you're gonna wreck that. And you know you're not gonna take advantage of all the things you're learning. And it motivates you to sometimes not do those things that you otherwise just would have allowed yourself to. So that motivation becomes in quite handy when you have goals you wanna reach. And last item, do you need to have the Lumen? No. You can definitely go be healthier on your own. There's a lot of things you can do. You can eat healthier, you can exercise, you can hydrate better, you can get better sleep. There's a lot of things with your own research that you can do, and I recommend that before getting the Lumen. Get to that point where you're healthy, and if that works, good for you. But if you reach a point where you're like, I want to go farther, I have bigger health goals, I am not able to get there on my own, I need to learn, or I need a motivational tool, or I just need to learn better meal options and how to put those together, that's when this could be that thing that gets you to the next level. So if that's where you're at, this could be very valuable to you. Hope this helped. Please consider liking and subscribing. Have a great one, and until next time, here's to a healthier you.